What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Shed and Blues. I know it's been a while. I've been away. I haven't done a video in a very long time. Family stuff, work and other things have really got in the way of me being able to come on here and do something I really do enjoy doing, which is talking about football. But I'm getting back on it right now, and we're getting back into the transfer window, and I think we need to talk about all the transfers, all the goings on at Chelsea. Hopefully I'm going to be able to do one of these videos every day just to bring you little bits of news, but let's get caught up in what's going on around Chelsea with the transfers. And I think we really need to start off by talking about what's going on with the outgoings at Chelsea, because that's really the main news at the moment. Yeah, there's a few talks and discussions about who's coming in, and I'll get to that in a little bit, but we really do need to talk about who is on the way out, because let's have it right. Poor season last year. We were terrible. There is a lot of dead wood that needs to be gone. And to be fair, the owners are doing their job. The people, the board, whoever's in charge are doing their job here. They are getting people out of the club. While some people are frowning about how they're going about it, I could care less, to be honest with you. Just get them gone. They're not breaking any rules. It's the people that are butthurt, that are jealous, that our owners are able to get rid of our deadwood, where other clubs' deadwood, they're struggling. It's been announced today that Koulibaly is joining N'Golo Kante over in Saudi Arabia. He's packed his bags on a Jolly Boys outing. They're off to make a shit ton of money out in Saudi. Joining them also, reports are that it's going to happen very soon. Zyiech will be joining them, along with Edouard Mendy. There's a little rumour of Hudson-Odoi going there too. I don't know how true that is, but the other ones that have been pretty much announced, Koulibaly, Mendy, Zyiech, Kante, all going to Saudi Arabia. Mendy, never the best goalkeeper. Had a great patch. Won us a Champions League, so forever a legend in my eyes, really. He's got that to his name at this club. He did that for us. Great goalkeeper during that tournament. But after that, he just fell off a cliff, really, didn't he? His form just nosedived, but he wasn't the only one. Zyiech, again, someone who was in the squad that won us a Champions League. So he'll be remembered for that at least. Scored a couple of decent goals. One notably against Tottenham. Same for Koulibaly. Decent goal, but never really hit the heights that we expected of him. A bad signing, let's have it right, at the beginning of the Todd Boehly era. So, not a surprise to see these guys go. For me, the sad one, of course, has to be N'Golo Kante. Definition of proper Chelsea right there. Gave everything to Chelsea. Came in at a time where we'd finished the season 10th. He'd been with Leicester. They'd won the league. He could have stayed there. He had Champions League football, but look where they are now. He came to Chelsea, won the league with us, won the Champions League with us, FA Cup, League Cup, Europa titles, all of it. He won everything there is to win at Chelsea. Will forever be remembered as a legend, one of the greatest midfielders of all time at this club. And thank you very much, and good luck to you wherever he goes. Just a great servant to the club, really. Someone we can be proud of. I felt proud to see him play when he was at his best. We've got to admit, the last year or two, injuries plagued him, and we didn't see the best of N'Golo Kante. So I'm not sad, really, that he's going that much, because I understand. But I am sad that it is the end of seeing someone who won us a league title, who was there, is now gone. Along with the only other player, really, who won us a league title, is going as well. Our captain. What a buy he was. 7 million from Marseille. Cesar Azpilicueta. Looks like his contract's going to be terminated by mutual consent. And by all accounts, Inter Milan, yeah, we're dealing with those bastards again somehow. Yeah, they want him. He's happy to go there. Good luck to him. Let's have it right. Legs had gone last couple of years. Was struggling, but he gave everything. He still won his stuff. He won everything there is to win at this club. At club level for us, he won everything. So I can't complain. He's been a great servant. Another guy that is a definition of proper Chelsea. Right there, Cesar Azpilicueta. Every time he put on a Chelsea shirt, he gave us 100%. every single time. Was never expected to reach the heights that he reached. One of the best defenders of all time at Chelsea Football Club and in the Premier League, in my opinion. All-time great. Sad to see him leave, but understand why he is going, and I'm happy that he's had such a great career here at Chelsea, and he leaves on a high note. Really, he does. Won everything for us. Thank you, Cesar. Thank you, Dave. Thank you for the memories. We move on anyway to a couple of players. There's been the main talk, shall we say, of the transfer window so far. Let's start off with Kai Havertz, shall we? Frustrating player. Let's have it right. Frustrating as hell. And the reason he's so frustrating, because honestly, there is a good player somewhere in there. There really is. It's just getting it out of him. Because half the time he looks like he can't be bothered. So, after 3 years of watching him and just him being so frustrating, I'm glad he's going. I'm sorry. Yeah, he scored that goal in the Champions League final, but time after time he's been so frustrating, and I'm glad he's not our problem anymore. Can he do well at another club? Of course he can. Can someone get the best out of him? Maybe. Can it be Arsenal with Arteta? Possibly. Do I want to see that happen? No, of course not. Do I want him to flop? Of course I do if he's going to Arsenal. My question is, looking at Arsenal, where does he play? People telling me he's going to be an 8. Behave. You're dreaming if you're thinking he's going to be able to play there. I don't see who he gets in front of in that team. That are very, very good Arsenal team. Let's have it right. Arsenal have been very, very good last season. Phenomenal at times. And he doesn't dislodge anyone in that front four. No way. Not a chance. It's a questionable one. It's a gamble for Arsenal. But Arteta has done well in the transfer market in the past. You've got to have a look. You've got to look at it really and be honest. He has. So maybe he thinks he can get the best out of Havertz. Maybe he thinks he knows what to do with him. It's a gamble. That's all I'm going to say from Arsenal. Big gamble for them. But hey, it's not our problem anymore. And I'm not sad that he's leaving, to be honest with you. Mason Mount. That's the other one, really. The big news over the last couple of days. It's just been back and forth. What's been going on? The 3 transfer bids from United been rejected. And this story's been going on for quite some time with Mason Mann and Chelsea. Ever since the World Cup and him and the new owners coming in, and the contract's been offered and then it's been changed, and we've heard so many different accounts from so many different people. We don't really know what's going on, none of us really. We're all second guessing, second hand news really. We don't know what Mason Mount really wants. We don't know what Chelsea really want. But if he wants to leave, then he should be allowed to leave, in my opinion. If he doesn't want to play for us, I don't want him at the club. Without doubt, Mason Mount is a good player on his day. Without doubt. Yes, over the last, let's say, 18 months, he has dropped off. His form has been horrendous. But there is a good player in there. And if he can get someone who can put his arm around him, that is what he needs. Sad to see him leave, but let's have it right. If we never had that transfer ban, answer me this question. If we never had that transfer ban, would Mason Mount be a Chelsea player? Would he have ever got in the Chelsea squad? That's a question to ask, really, isn't it? Would he have ever broken through? That's the question I was asked, and I'm like, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. So, am I sad to see him leave? Yeah, the way it's been handled hasn't been good. If he leaves, he leaves. If he stays, it's going to be hard, really. Because he, by all accounts, by everything that everyone said, he wants to go. And United want him. I don't want us to sell him to United. Hopefully Bayern Munich are coming in and are going to hijack the deal. That's the only thing we can hope for now, really. I don't want him to go to United because there is a good player in there. And I do believe Ten Hag can get it out of him. And I don't want to see that. That's my only thought. There is a good player. People will say shit, yeah, but we've seen him on his day. He is a very good player, and I don't want to see him playing well for Man United. Got Kovacic going to City. Again, another player over the last year hasn't had a good season, like many in our squad. Hampered by injuries. Just didn't hit the heights that he's had in the past. With his age, with his contract being a factor, and these injuries he's picking up, I can understand why we're cashing in on Kovacic. But yet again, if Pep can get the best out of him, there's a player in there, and that's a bargain of a deal by all accounts, what they're paying for him. Good player, if they can get him back to what he can be. And I'm pretty sure Pep has got the ability to do that. So there you go. Christian Pulisic looks like he's on his way out of the club. No surprise there. Some people will be happy about that. Some others will not be. Was a good player when he first came in from Borussia Dortmund. That first season under Lampard, he did pretty well till he got himself injured. I think it was the cup final as well. After that, just fell off a cliff. So many injuries. Never really hit the heights again that we wanted him to and we expected him to. And I'm not surprised as he's going, really. You saw the interview he did with ESPN. He wants a new challenge, pretty much. He wants to go somewhere where he can enjoy his football. He wants to go somewhere where he can be trusted. And by all accounts, the American owners at Lyon are telling him, you will be our star boy. So the French football might suit him, actually. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes there. There are other clubs interested, like Milan. They're knocking around. So we'll see about that. Lukaku's been told he's got to leave. No loan deals, no stupid, you don't get what you want. This is what we're doing. Inter are coming back in with offering a loan with an obligation. I don't know if Chelsea might accept that, but you can't trust Inter Milan anymore. How can we trust them anymore? Really? They're crooks. There's a few other rumours flying about with Loftus-Cheek off to Milan. A few clubs looking at Gallagher, Hudson-Odoi, like I mentioned, Ethan Ampadu and David Datro Fofana could be going out on loan. So many more, so much news flying around about Chelsea going, like players going out. We've got such a huge squad. It's not a surprise. So many players need to get gone, basically, and it's going to be crazy if we can pull off. And it looks like they're doing it as well. The amount of players that look like they are going is crazy. There's a few coming in. We've already got Nkunku through the door. Not sold on him quite yet. We've seen players come from the German league before that have been absolutely amazing in that league and come here and absolutely flopped. I mean, the likes of Havertz, Werner, Pulisic just haven't been anywhere near good enough. So I'm going to hold out on that. People telling me he's absolute baller. I'll wait on that one. And Malo Gusto as well, young lad from the French league. Don't know much about him either, so that's all we've got in so far. There's rumours as well, of course. The big one is Moises Caicedo. He wants us, we want him. Heard that all before with Ugarte, and look what happened there. Diogo Costa, believe it when I see it. Decent goalkeeper. We definitely need a goalkeeper. We can't have Kepa go into this season expecting to challenge for anything with Kepa as our number one. Sorry, we can't. Nicolas Jackson looks like he's pretty much through the door. And don't know much about the lad. He played about 12 games for Villarreal last season. And he's just broke into their side. Looks a decent player, but he's young. We've already got a couple of strikers that are young in Broja, Fofana. Do we really need another one? Where's he going to fit in? Who knows? Who knows where he fits in, but he will be fitting in somewhere. And we'll have to wait and see. Pochettino's got a job on his hands. Same for him as well. Wait and see for him. I'm not sold on him either at the moment. So it's going to be an interesting season. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Shed End Blues is back. I'll see you next time. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and thank you to everyone that has followed me on here, on Twitter, everywhere else. Love you all. See you next time.